hungry? How about a gourmet burger? Maybe some organic hummus? Or a crusted goat's cheese salad? Hang on, what is that? Yep, it's a locust, and it's supposed to be there. That's because all the dishes you've just seen, even the cookies, were actually made from insects.
Black ants will give a really good savoury flavour to it, but they're quite zesty and zingy because of the acetic acid. So it's a real new kind of, I suppose, flavour here in the West that we're not used to.
For some, the food at the Grub Kitchen in Wales might seem a wacky trend. Perhaps one for the bucket list. But what if it actually had the potential to save the planet? This is a 200-gram steak. On the same land it would take to produce this amount of meat, you could actually get 2 kilograms of edible insects. As for the amount of feed it would take to produce, you would have 2.5. The greenhouse gases emitted from producing 200 grams of steak is the same as if you were to produce 20 kilograms of edible insects. And that's why Andy's partner Sarah has dedicated her whole life to studying the effects of eating insects on the environment.
And the larvae, these are the protein packages, so these are the ones that we actually eat.
And she thinks far more of us should be.
The difficulty is that, say, by 2050, we're going to need 70% more land to feed a growing population, 120% more water, and we just can't carry on farming the way we are because we just won't be able to feed people. So insects offer a really, really fantastic opportunity to feed this growing population.
But there is potentially a problem, although it's not the one you might think.
We haven't eaten insects in our diets here in the UK for quite a long time. So have we lost the ability to break them down and get the goodness from them? And I think that's going to be the big key as to whether we can actually make the use of all the goodness contained in the insects.
Even if our bodies can learn to digest insects again, will our minds get used to it?
I think as soon as people realise that insects are not this squirming, disgusting thing that they see people eating in a jungle, and there can actually be a culinary delight, I think it's going to be a matter of, I personally, my opinion is between 5 and 10 years.
Although for me, it's now or never. Crunchy. But my main challenge is the locust. Well, it has wings and everything. Ow! I can feel the legs. It's cool. Very chewy. Although the rest of the food on offer was far more appetizing. But of course, if eating insects is to become a part of our fight against climate change, then it cannot remain an occasional novelty, but would have to become a part of everybody's diet. But that might take a bit of time. Sahar Zand, BBC News, Wales.